Hey everyone, welcome in to another daily editorial here on the KE Report. In this daily editorial, I am getting an update from DevvStream, traded on the CBOE exchange under the symbol DESG, on the OTCQB under the symbol DSTRF, and on the Frankfurt exchange under the symbol CQO. I am chatting with the CEO, Trinh. Now, DevvStream is a carbon credit company that is specializing in technology-based solutions to generate carbon credits. And this interview is really just to focus everybody on an upcoming webinar that I am hosting Thursday, October 26th, starting at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to be focusing on this business combination that the company announced back on September 13th with Focus Impact Acquisition Corp. This is a SPAC company that will enable DevvStream to be listed on the NASDAQ under the symbol DEVS. Now, Sunny, we do want everyone to tune into that webinar, and I will post a link to sign up to that webinar below. But just give us a quick little overview of how this deal came together to get DevvStream onto the NASDAQ, please.
Yeah, no, thank you, Corey. And I just want to share that I'm really excited about this merger, and we'll provide a little more details next week. Also want to have the shareholders get to know Carl Stanton, the CEO of Focus Impact, and learn more about Focus Impact as well. But to answer your questions, well, like any high growth emerging company, we were looking for access to capital. As a result, we looked at various options, including SPACs. We didn't specifically target going the SPAC route, but also wanted to consider it. So we spoke to 4 different SPACs, and one really stood out, and that was Focus Impact. The first reason was that their goals and missions to find a company that is creating a positive impact on the world perfectly aligned with ours. And then we got to know their leadership team led by Carl Stanton, like I mentioned, their CEO, and really we just clicked. And I have to tell you, they've been great throughout the process. It's been quite daunting, but they've been a fantastic partner, and I'm really confident together that we can do some really amazing things. But just as far as like the process, we looked at all the different SPACs, and like I said, we hit it off really well with Focus Impact. Then, the 2 organizations coming together, we did our due diligence, and from there, we felt that this was a good thing, because number one, it allows DevvStream to be the first and only pure play carbon company on NASDAQ. And also it opens up a lot more options for us for capital, for us to grow, especially with institutions looking to invest in sustainability companies like DevvStream, and then also increases liquidity for our shareholders as well too. So all in all, we felt this is a great thing for us, and like I said, working with a fantastic partner like Carl and Focus Impact will allow us to do some really amazing things.
Now, in terms of growth plans, some of the recent news, especially the one around this business combination, outlines some pretty significant growth in terms of your portfolio being able to generate some solid revenues here. How does moving on to the NASDAQ, how will this in a way speed up the growth of the company?
Well, a big part of it, having access to capital, allows us to bring on additional resources. So, one of the things that we currently have is a huge pipeline of over 140 projects. Along with that, we have several programs as well too. So being able to manage the programs and bring on new clients and generate additional credits, we need to hire a lot more people. The additional capital allows us to do that. We also have our digital platform, our blockchain-based platform, where all the carbon credits data will reside on. It allows us to continue developing that and expand it further, and really tie it to all the different programs we have. And so it's a matter of just getting access to more capital to allow us to add more resources and to really expand what we're doing now.
Now, does this help the company ramp up your expansion, or is this still going to just be, you need to find the right deals? You don't need to just go out there and ramp up just for the sake of growth.
But no, that's a good question. This will help us accelerate the ramp up because we don't need to go out and find deals. Like I said, we have 140 projects in our pipeline. We have 7 under contracts. And the nice thing with technology credits, which we've touched on before, is that they're very easily scalable. Right. So take like a billings efficiency program that we're getting ready to launch. Well, there's a lot of buildings in North America. So we can just add on additional buildings, facilities, hotel chains, campuses, and all these additions require more resources and more people to help manage it. So as we sign on cities, for example, we'll need somebody to run and help us manage all the municipal buildings within a city. So to answer your question, we don't need to go find additional deals. We just need to be able to execute and manage the deals that we have in our pipeline today.
All right. Well, Sonny, look, we're going to wrap it up here. I want people to tune in to this webinar. And if you have any questions before that webinar, please email those to me, fleck@kereport.com. I know there are going to be a lot of questions asked at the upcoming webinar, and you will be able to ask questions live. But beforehand, please send me any questions you have, and I'll add those to a list so that we can make sure that everybody on that webinar can address those questions and get all the information across. I'm really looking forward to this webinar. It'll be a fun one to discuss and really focus on how DevvStream as a company is going to grow moving into next year and really throughout this decade. Sonny, thank you very much for this preview to the webinar, again, happening Thursday, October 26th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time.
Great. Thank you, Corey. It's great talking to you again.